Who are you?
I'm the part of you that already understands.
Understands what? Protect me from what? But that doesn't make sense.
There is a strange moment between intention and action. An invisible space where everything feels possible and at the same time, nothing happens. That's where you've been living. Every morning, you wake up with the feeling that today is the day. The day you'll finally start the project you've been putting off for weeks or months. The day you'll organize your life, reply to messages, exercise, maybe even begin that course you bought with excitement and abandoned just as quickly. But first, just a coffee. After the coffee, just a quick look at your phone. Then maybe a short pause to think things through. And before you know it, the day is gone. You are not lazy. In fact, it's quite the opposite. Your mind is always active. Ideas, plans, possibilities. You can clearly imagine the version of yourself you want to become. Disciplined, focused, consistent. The problem isn't knowing what to do, it's starting.
I'll do it tomorrow.
You tell yourself, almost automatically. And tomorrow becomes today. And today slips away again. One night, lying in bed, staring at the ceiling, you feel something different. It's not just frustration, it's a weight. As if every unfinished task has been piling up inside you. And then you fall asleep. Or maybe not completely. When you open your eyes, you're somewhere unfamiliar. A vast, silent space with walls that seem made of fog. In front of you, there's a table, and on it, stacks of paper. You walk closer. Each sheet has something written on it. Email you didn't reply to, project you never started, conversation you avoided, decision you postponed. A chill runs through you.
Is this me?
No.
A calm voice says behind you. You turn around. Someone is there. You're not sure who, but there's something familiar in their presence.
Who are you?
I'm the part of you that already understands.
Understands what?
That procrastination is not about laziness.
Then what is it about?
Emotion. Procrastination isn't a time management problem. It's an emotional regulation problem.
Something about that lands, even if it's uncomfortable.
Your brain isn't trying to sabotage you. It's trying to protect you.
Protect me from what?
Discomfort.
The paper is placed back on the table.
Whenever you face a task that involves uncertainty, effort, or the possibility of failure, your brain triggers an avoidance response, the same one you would use to avoid pain.
So, I'm not avoiding the work. I'm avoiding how I feel about it?
Exactly.
But that doesn't make sense. I know that putting things off only makes everything worse.
You know that, but there's a part of you that only lives in the present. For that part, avoiding discomfort now matters more than any future benefit.
So, I'm stuck?
No, but you are divided.
He begins to walk slowly.
There's a constant tension inside you between who you want to be and who your brain is trying to protect.
And how do I win?
You don't win by fighting.
Then how?
You learn to start, even with discomfort.
The space around you subtly shifts, as if breathing.
There's something interesting. When you finally begin something you've been avoiding, the discomfort decreases.
I've felt that.
Because your brain shifts state, from anticipation to execution. And anticipation is almost always more painful than action.
So the hardest part is starting.
Always.
He points to a blank sheet.
Right.
What?
The next small action.
Small?
Very small.
You pick up the sheet and write, "Open the file."
See?
It feels too simple.
That's the point. Motivation doesn't come before action, it comes after.
You look at the words. Something inside you shifts. Not dramatically, just enough.
And what if I procrastinate again?
You will. But now you know why. And that changes everything.
The space begins to fade.
Wait, what if I forget all this?
You'll feel it again. And remember.
You wake up. The room is quiet. The clock reads 7:12. You lie there for a few seconds. Then you look at your phone. You feel the familiar urge to open it. But this time, you notice. You notice the impulse. You notice the urge to avoid. And for the first time, you don't react automatically. You feel it, and you choose. You sit up, take a deep breath, nothing more. You turn on your computer. You open it. You stare at the screen. The discomfort is there, but it doesn't control you. You write one sentence, then another, and another. It's not perfect, it's not amazing, but it's real. And something shifts. The resistance begins to fade. The weight starts to lift. Hours later, you step away. There's still more to do, but it no longer feels impossible. And you realize something simple. You don't need to become someone else. You just need to learn to start, even when you don't feel like it. Days pass, then weeks. You still procrastinate sometimes, but you don't get lost in it anymore. Now, when you feel that resistance, you ask,
What am I trying to avoid feeling?
and there's almost always an answer. Fear, doubt, fatigue, uncertainty. And instead of running, you start small. Always small. Because you've learned something essential. Action doesn't need to be big to be powerful. It just needs to exist. If you're listening to this, you might recognize yourself. You might also live in that space between intention and action. You might know exactly what you want to do and still keep putting it off. And maybe you think the problem is discipline, but it isn't. You're human. Your brain is trying to protect you. But sometimes it protects you from what would help you grow. And the way out isn't waiting for motivation or inspiration. It's starting before that. Small, imperfect, but starting. Because the moment you begin, something changes. Not in the world, but inside you. And sometimes, that's everything. Today, you don't have to change everything. You just have to take the first step. If this idea made you see your mind differently, and you enjoy exploring the psychology behind everyday struggles, subscribe for more videos that simplify how the brain works.